Okay, so we're coming back with some more PvP tips for Lost Ark. Today we're playing a Berserker, so a little bit different. We've been playing the Scrapper up till now. We're finally up in T1, so we're seeing lots of other Tier 1, the entire enemy team, Tier 1, and Grade 1. We've got Striker, Deathblade, and Gunslinger against us, so we've got a lot of chase, a lot of lockdown. But we do have a Bard, although Grade 13, and a Sorceress on our side. So heavily backline focused as our team, and I make the mistake of diving in deep. If you caught our last video, if you haven't, there'll be a link to it towards the end. Diving in, going completely out of position is not at all what you should be looking for. And as such, I'm getting absolutely destroyed here. I do get an ult off, fortunately, thank God. If you're getting piled in on like that, and you're playing something like Berserker, hit that Awakening. It gives you some CC immunity and returns incredible damage. And that actually gives us the space I need to come in and jump on this Deathblade here, I think that was. Striker, however, has now jumped on me. He's low health. Both of these players aren't particularly high in health. And finally, the Sorceress is here to also support me. And up until now, that's the first time I've seen my ally. So that's something I'm going to be sort of pointing out a little bit during this this game and the next one. You need to work around your team more. I need to work around my team more. Because I am just getting my ass handed to me as I'm trying to fight 1v2, 1v3. I am not playing around my team at all. And it has not done well. Fortunately, the Bard came in to save my life there. I would have been toast were it not for the Bard. And now the Bard's getting jumped on, so I'm returning the favour. Berserker has a lot of CC. If your class has some CC, some barrier, some heal, any of that, you should be looking to play around your team. Counter initiation and counter engage is just as strong, if not stronger, than engaged, because the enemies already use some of their cooldowns to get in. They've already put themselves out of position. I completely missed the earthquake there. That's unfortunate. Go for a stun, and she's already dead. Awesome. Now I can move back towards the team, find out what they're doing. Unfortunately, we lose one there, so it's the 2v2, and both of us are low health. If I could keep up the juggle, if I could keep them CC'd for long enough, then we could both survive. Just got an earthquake out there to buy a little bit of time. She's got the knock-up, but one of us is probably going to fall here. We're both exceptionally low. But our third player is back out, creating a little bit more space. Can we get... I mean, we're already ahead, right? These two lives should be forfeit. We got 2 kills from them. Somehow we've each had a 4th. Our Bard and Sorceress combining to get a 4th kill out in the distance. And now, again, playing as a tight unit. Me and the Sorceress have been on no health for, what, a good 30 seconds now? And that's only possible because we're playing around each other. We're working with each other so closely. I move out of position, instantly dead. As if I continued to play alongside my team there, I could have eked out maybe another 10-15 seconds of life. But now I'm full health, ready to go, got all my cooldowns. I'm going to try and peel for the Sorceress. She does use her stand up or get up there, and some huge CC chain coming out from me there. Set up by the Bard. Again, you can set up each other's CC. Berserker does have lots, but it's not the easiest to hit, with the exception of that one. So if you play around your team, they can maybe help you set it up with a little bit of stagger. I am getting juggled once again, but I'd rather they focus me than our Sorceress. So I turn, set up the nice big double earthquake into the identity. Unfortunately, they dodge the last hit, and our Sork does eventually go down. But it results in a double kill because I'm able to close the gap. It's been day and night, the start and end of this game. Beginning of the game, I was diving in by myself, getting shredded to half health, being forced to use my Awakening, and sure, getting good damage, but it wasn't the best use of it. There was no follow-up. To now, playing around my team, keeping people alive at sort of like 5% health, wasting enemy cooldowns as I completely whiff my red dust. Oops. I'm still relatively new to Berserker. We're getting there. But it's the playstyle. It's your game sense, your game knowledge. This is what you should be doing as a Berserker, especially, or anyone with a decent chunk of CC. Play around your team, because the enemy will dive into them. The enemy will look for that squishy backline. You can punish it. All right, let's move into the next game. Oh, a quick look at the stats. Then move into the next game. Lots of damage from me and the Sork. We were able to stay alive for a long time. Next game. So let's see if we can learn from those lessons. We've taken a little gap here, as a little bit later on in the day. I've sort of reflected on some of the games that I'd already played. Let's see if I can bring what I'd learned. So this time we have a Berserker, Scrapper, Striker So all very sort of frontliney. The other two very divey though. I'm less divey in theory. And we're against a Shadowhunter, Striker, and Sorceress. So they have quite a nice mixed team. Plenty of range damage though, so it's going to be difficult for my team to get in. But the two of them, two martial artists, go in deep. They do get some knock. I try for the range CC. Another beautiful knock there. We're throwing Awakenings in. Getting a good early lead going here. I found this this striker off to the side. I tried to pull him away, and I successfully do. The two other martial artists combine beautifully for a double kill there on Doomfang. Now we've got the 3v1 advantage, rather. We pushed into their spawn, but they have just come up. We dodged the Sork's Awakening. Unfortunately, one of our friends does not. But I pulled back here to peel for my striker, who was getting chased down. And, again, that's what we should be looking to do. Now, our scrapper's a little bit deep. I don't think I'm going to be able to peel for them, so I let them go. And I just continue to peel for the striker, who's getting the full attention of the enemy team here. He keeps diving in again and again and again, but these two are playing off of each other well, so I think, you know what, I'll stick in here. I'll just be here to provide CC, provide extra damage, and just keep you guys going. And here you see, this guy really wants my striker, but I am chasing after him. I am peeling so hard. This guy was at full health when he started trying to kill my... oh, sorry, it's not my striker, that's my scrapper. He was at full health when trying to kill my scrapper, but now he's basically dead. He's wasted his Awakening. I've now caught the attention of yet another player, but most importantly, my scrapper was able to get away, at least for the time being. He eventually got chased down, but I was in a 1v2 at that point. So, the whole team is back together again. We are just trying to find our engage. I've got the Sorceress by itself, and while this whole thing has been about playing around your team and teamwork and peeling, if you catch a Sorceress out by herself and she misses her defensive cooldowns, yeah, feel free to go ham on her. So I just spent a little time there. I took no damage from that Sorceress. She's nearly dead. Speaking of the Sorceress, I do get clipped there by her wave. But now we are re-engaging as a team. I'm probably going to die for this, but I set up a nice bit of CC. Are we able to get the final pin on the Sorceress? Doesn't look like we're going to be able to, actually. Oh no, the Striker does just about get it. Good job on him. And we've got another 90 seconds left. So all in all, we've been peeling pretty well for our for our Scrapper. We've been peeling very well for. He does need a little bit of help now. Can we get to him, or are we just going to peel for our Striker? We're just going to be peeling for our Striker. Unfortunately, he does get clipped before I can get the Earthquake down. We had the right idea, but the execution wasn't there. And like I said in one of my previous videos, the execution will come with time. Don't worry too much about, you know, not quite landing that CC you needed. Again, this one, split second late on the CC, and I completely missed the beginning of my identity. But we had the right idea. We were there in place to support our Scrapper and try and peel them out. We're now re-engaging as the full 3. Get some beautiful damage off with my identities based boosted attack speed, and we're starting to pick them apart. They'd used a lot of cooldowns to get the 2 pins that they did, the 2 kills they did a second ago. So we're doing all right now. They're just taking things slow. It's 30 seconds left. I'm quite low. I don't want to be the free kill they get to bring things closer. So I'm just sort of earthquaking from afar. I'll get the follow-up CC if I can, but I notice I'm in danger. I'm going to pull out slightly. Move back towards Doomfang, our Scrapper, because I see that he's pretty low, and now I'm just chain CCing these guys. I'm just adding the stagger of my basic attacks on top of them to make sure this guy can stay alive. This is a really, really risky fight. Both of us are low, but we're gonna survive by playing together, and that's the only way we're gonna get through this and actually come out the victors. He misses his little death rattle there, but the important thing is we're able to keep each other alive, and with the 7-5 scoreline, that's all we needed, and we won that game. So, little lesson to you guys. Make sure you're playing around your team. If it helps, pick a team member to play around. Say, I'm going to peel for that player. And play around them, and kills will just come at you. And you'll survive at 10% health for a lot longer. Anyway, if you have been enjoying our Lost Ark content, be sure to like and subscribe. But there are other videos like this. So, as I sort of alluded to earlier in the video, the very first fight, you saw me dive in pretty hard. We assessed that pretty critically in this next video over here. So if you feel like you have a problem of not being able to confirm those kills, feeling like you're always outnumbered, take a look at this video and maybe that'll get fixed for you.